entire life, I've been the quiet girl. My entire life, I've been the quiet girl. You can't expect the person who's been quiet all their life to just get up and start speaking to folks. Whew. What's the deal, beautiful people? Asian Mac, BeABlessing. Such a beautiful morning. I am feeling amazing today. Hope you guys can say the same. Such a beautiful morning today. It's hot. It's hot, you guys. It has been 90+ degrees this entire week. Well, it's only Tuesday, but last week and like this coming week is gonna be like in the 90s, and caught myself getting out early, beating the heat. I was supposed to be here at 7:30. It's 9:21, so we'll see how this works. We don't know if I'll be out here this entire time because baby girl is not a fan of the heat like that, but for you, I'm gonna try to make this work because it's too beautiful not to be out here. All right, you guys, I'm tripping. I totally got this. I got my Yeti boy out here, ice cold for the circumstances. So I think I'm good. We're gonna make this work. Welcome back to It Was Written, or welcome to It Was Written, a project too. I got like 10 new subscribers out the blue this week, which is amazing. One new subscriber is a blessing. So first and foremost, I have to say what's up to the newbies. Welcome to It Was Written, a project. Thank you for subscribing. And It Was Written, a project, if you don't know, is the platform to embrace vulnerability and share your story. So being that I have a very strong desire to inspire and encourage others to do the same, it of course starts with me. So that is what I am doing here. I'm doing my little part, and I encourage all of you to take the talents and the gifts that were God-given and do the same thing. Share it with the world. All right, so that was my little intro for my newbies. Everybody else, you guys know what's up. Yo, I'm hot. Yo, I am hot right now. So this is episode 19, and you guys, I am almost halfway through this thing. I don't know if you remember my very first episode, but that episode launched January 8th of this year, and my goal with this channel was to commit to 1 year of storytelling through the pages of my personal journals. And tomorrow, when this actually is live, this episode is live, it'll make exactly 7 months that I've been like committing to the commitment. So that's pretty dope. And by the way, if you want to check out my very first episode, it's entitled Do a New Thing. I think push videos and Otis, and it's right there for you. My hair looks exactly like this. I got on a black top and I'm drinking coffee. That actually describes most of my episodes in the beginning, but it should be it's the very first episode. It should be pretty easy to find, and I actually haven't looked at that video in a minute. Yo, I was so nervous to present this project to you guys. I thought it was absolutely crazy myself. I had no idea what to expect, but I did a new thing in the midst of the unknown simply because I believed in it. And it has been thus far an amazing learning process, healing process, growth process, and just everything that it was probably intended to be. And I still have 5 more months to go, so I'm just really looking forward to seeing, you know, like what God has up his sleeve, and not totally sure of the avenue that I'm going to take after the year is up, but I know that I'm going to keep going. You know, I know that I'm going to continue in some way. At any rate, though, let's get into today's episode, which, if you haven't read or seen the title as of yet, this is what's on the menu today. Blank it now. Right now. So basically, I'm encouraging you guys to fill in the blank. And not only that, not only to fill in the blank, but take action once you do. Fill it now, claim it now, do it now, start it now, all that. So what sparked this episode or topic for me was the idea of feeling it now. And today I am actually back downtown at the Riverwalk, presently in a more secluded area for the purposes of this video, and there's wildlife behind me. I'm a little bit nervous. A bird might swoop down on my head right now. But if you've seen my previous videos, like toward the beginning of June, they almost got me. you know that I was coming downtown for a little minute. When I had the time, I was down here like back to back for like 2 weeks straight. So I came down here on a random Friday, the 5th of June to be exact, to work out. And you guys, when I tell you that I was just so overwhelmed by how blessed I felt, how free I felt, and I don't know, just generally speaking, how full of joy I was, it is not an understatement. I remember about 2 weeks prior, I came across this video that I recorded in July of 2018. I want you guys to check this out really quick. So, I just want to take the time out to say how blessed I'm feeling today. I've been getting outside a lot lately, and it's amazing for me spiritually, and it's something that I definitely need to do a lot more often. It's so beautiful out here. I can't wait to experience this. So on that Friday, June 5th, I was actually on my way to the park to train, and I was literally at a red light on the exact street that I would need to turn down to get downtown when that video just randomly popped in my head. It was just a split second, and I immediately just whipped it. It was all in a matter of just seconds. I was able to recall like that entire video, and I was like, okay, so I had a great workout. I'm feeling super blessed. I even told myself that I need to do this more often. I'm trying to do that again. More specifically, I'm trying to feel that again. And I can't remember what episode it was that I mentioned how important it is just to know yourself. Be present at all times. Be aware of how you're feeling at all times. And if it's significant, make a note of it. Write it down, record a video if that's all you have. Just do whatever you have on hand because it will serve you in the future. I stand behind that statement. I definitely remember that day, and I think what was so great about that day was the fact that it was just so simple. And like this awareness that I had of how less is just so much more. I think it's important for me to mention how 2018 was such an uncomfortable year for me. It wasn't bad per se. I mean, it was kind of. It was. But it was mostly just a complete year of limbo and confusion for me. And if you have ever been in limbo, then you know that it is a sucky place to be. But I noticed later on that God used people in that season to kind of like lessen the blow of life for me. And what could have been a really tough year, it was a tough year, but it wasn't what it could have been if those people weren't there to kind of like see me through that. So shout out to those people that God used and they don't even know. That is completely off topic though. Anywho, 2018 was that kind of year for me, and it was just important for me, it was necessary for me to know what I could turn to despite what I was going through, to bring me peace and to bring me joy and to just kind of like center me. And that was one of those things. It's something about being down here that just really gets me high. So back to that Friday, knowing what I know, make the turn, come down here, and yo, the accuracy of that video, the exact same, just what I told you, just this overwhelming feeling of, I don't know, fulfillment I had when I got down here. And it was actually a different kind of high this day, because life present day, you know, this was just last month, so life present day compared to 2018 is like night and day, you feel me? So I was actually able to get like a different type of appreciation out of it. 2018, I really needed it for myself. It was like, or else, you know, I don't know how stable I'm gonna be emotionally if I don't. This day, I was actually able to notice other people and it really just brought me joy to see other people out early, walking, biking, working out, just living and enjoying themselves. And I think most specifically doing it in such a simple way that anybody can do. And on top of that, every person that walked by, every person that passed, hello, how are you? Hello, good morning, how are you? It was just, the energy level was just at a high and everybody was on the same energy level. It was awesome. It was amazing. I ended up calling my friends. It's so bright, I can't even see myself in this camera. By the way, I had to, my camera died. I had to use my phone. So this is gonna be interesting, the editing process. Anyway, I called my friends after the workout, like, yo, I'm gonna go to the Riverwalk tomorrow morning and work out. I didn't even expect him to say yes. I was just so uplifted, I guess, and I was like, yo, you need to get you some of this. And we went the next day and legit had a full day that was unplanned. Hours passed and like the day just flowed. He was so happy, so thankful that I had invited him, that I had thought to call him, because I don't know, I think just on a day-to-day, we just get so caught up in life and it's easy to forget or not even be aware of like the simple and the little things that we can do to uplift us and to just, you know, jumpstart us. And he said to me, his exact words to me were, after today, I feel like I can do anything. All I gotta do is think back to today and I'm motivated for the rest of the week. There it is. We don't have to wait for anything. For me, I didn't have to wait for my life to completely fall into place in order for me to experience peace and joy in my current situation. My friend didn't have to wait to be motivated to get motivated, you know what I mean? All he had to do was think back to that day and there was his motivation. He got the motivation now. He didn't have to go get it, he already had it. Because what we experienced that day, which is something that's so freaking simple but beautiful all in one, it's something that he wants to always be able to do. It's a way that he wants to live every day of his life. And the beauty is, he didn't have to be currently living it in order to express joy and excitement and appreciation for it currently. So the question that I pose is, why are we waiting? We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait to get the house to express excitement for it now. We don't have to wait to be in a relationship to prepare for it now. That's a big one. Date yourself, treat yourself, love yourself, be happy now. You don't have to wait for that. You don't have to wait to get the job to claim that boy now. So I think by now you guys know how I feel about creative expression. If you have a dream, an idea, a passion, a desire, gift, talent, start it now, share it now, so that when the opportunity comes, when the blessing comes, you don't miss it because you're not prepared. When it comes, you can immediately begin to walk. I heard Steve Harvey say something one time that kind of blew my mind. I was like, yo, that is harsh, but true. And forgive me, I tried to find the video, it wasn't happening. So forgive me if I like misquote this, but basically he was at a restaurant and his waitress, you guys may have heard this story before, his waitress told him that she was an actress and she wants to do this, she wants to do that. Clearly this is not an exact quote, but mentioning it, I guess, to see if he can like put her on in some way. And he asked her, what have you done? What can I see you in? What are you doing now to make that dream a reality? And she said, nothing right now, but I really want this. I've been wanting this my whole life. And he stopped her and said, no, you're not an actress. You're a waitress. And I was like, Uncle Steve. But he makes the point that actors act. And I was like, singers sing, dancers dance, writers gonna write. You don't even have, you ever know somebody who always singing? You don't even have to tell them to sing. Everything they say is a melody. You don't have to tell them to sing. How can you want to be a singer? I ain't never heard you hum. You want to be a comedian? I ain't never heard you tell a joke. You want to be an author, you don't even keep a journal now. And the point that I'm trying to make is that we all have to start somewhere. We don't have to be 100% to start it now, to do it now, to feel it now. Bloom where you are, and most importantly, thank God now for it. I do it all the time. Please believe me, if you are watching It Was Written a Project, please understand that it is not my desire to be a YouTuber, okay? But everything that I am doing with It Was Written a Project is prepping me for the bigger thing, for what I truly desire to do, what I feel like I am purposed to do. Part of what I have to do is speak. And ask anybody who knows me in real life, they are astounded by how much I am talking right now. They don't even know who I am. They're like, I ain't never heard you talk like this. I'm telling you, I am in a season now of being pruned. If I got the big thing right now, I would completely fail at it. And I know that for a fact, because my entire life, I've been the quiet girl. My entire life, I've been the quiet girl. You can't expect the person who's been quiet all their life to just get up and start speaking to folks. And while I'm on this topic, speaking of like purpose and what you're being called to do, I want to suggest this and give this idea, and hopefully you'll take this and run with it. First of all, let me say that we are all called to purpose, and we've all been given at least a gift. Some of us are given more than one, but if you are unsure or confused about what that is for you, or you don't know how to start walking, serve someone else. Serve someone else, or support a friend who's already walking in their purpose. That's something that you can do now. Just by seeing them in action, doing what they love in their creative space, it'll motivate you, it'll inspire you, and it'll put you in a position where ideas and creativity will flow. Also, know yourself. As I mentioned before, that is so important. What makes you happy? What brings you peace? What makes you smile? You know, what makes you just feel good? And once you figure that out, pour into it. Do it as often as you can. That too will uplift you. It will ignite you. It'll just put you in a position for positive energy and creativity to flow, and not just for a little while. Trust me, try it. Fill in the blank and put it in the comments below so I can see. You guys, I think that that's going to be my time for today. I need to get out this sun. You guys are amazing. Thank you to my new subscribers. Continue to embrace vulnerability. Share your story. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone that you think it could be a blessing to you. I'm sorry if my eyes are crazy, I cannot see, but I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.